Whew, yo guys, what is up and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we've just hiked through a little field over there to get to this tiny little hidden pond. This pond is absolutely super secluded, hidden in the woods. We hiked up here, got 3 rods, and we're gonna hopefully get on some big spring bass here. Let's get right into it. All right guys, so we've made it to the spot. This is a spot I've only been to 2 times before, but I haven't been here in maybe a month and a half, and it's really grown up back where you have to come into the pond. So it's been a bit of a hike to get here, but hopefully it'll be worth it. This is a small, secluded, insanely clear water pond that is hopefully gonna have some big fish in it. Got 3 rods, like I said. I got a swim bait, a little creature bait, as well as a finesse little wacky rig. And we're gonna be walking around this juicy little pond here, hopefully crank on some fish. So let's get right into it. Little fallen branches right there. Oh my God, he's got it. Got it. That was so sick. I watched that guy eat it on the drop. Get over here, buddy. Oh my God, that guy killed it. It's not a giant, it's just a little small guy in the swim bait. But I pitched it in there and I was kind of like, I hopped it up off the bottom like I would with like a creature bait inside of that tree, just because there's such a good area for a fish to be hanging out. I pitched it up in there and hopped it up once, and this dude just came out of nowhere and cranked it. Not a very big fish, just a little guy to start the day off, but definitely paid off coming up to this pond. Let's get him back in the water. That guy was definitely super aggressive. Let's just plop him right back in here. There he goes. I pitched in to that little kind of open area in the tree, and I hopped it up once. That dude just come over and smoked it, let him eat it, and I got him. Some of the bites you can get on a soft plastic swim bait like this are just crazy, because a lot of times when they don't just destroy it like that, you'll be reeling it in and they'll follow it all the way up to the bank. But that dude absolutely cranked it. Let's get back in there. Oh yeah, he's gonna, oh my God, there are a bunch right there. One just like followed it up, 2, and then a bluegill came in and kind of chased it out, almost like I moved it over the bed area. But I see like 3 right there. There are a bunch of bluegill, but then there are also a few bass right there as well. A decent sized bass right there. Oh, dang, he didn't eat it. I could see him sitting right there though. Oh, he's chasing it up. He's got it. Got him. Let's go. Not much better than that first one, but I saw him chase it up. He was not aggressive at all on the cast before, but on that cast, oh my God, did he crank that bait. I saw him just come up and chase it and just destroy it. All right, guys, number 2 on the day. Just a super aggressive little guy. Let's get him back. Right in the super clear water. Oh, jeez, that dude was so aggressive. He absolutely just cranked that. I saw probably 2 or 3 bass surrounded by just like a kind of school of bluegill. And I casted by him twice, and that time he just chased it up and I let him eat it before I set the hook. So he would definitely get that hook down there. Oh, got him. No way, I saw him right there. I casted right on his face and he cranked it. I literally casted right on that. I mean, he destroyed it, but he's just barely hooked. I casted right on him. The sun went into right in that area so I could actually see him eat that bait. Dang. I mean, another little guy. I know there's big fish in here because I've seen and caught some, but That is a nice little fish, and I'm seeing some more right over there. So let's get this guy right back in the water. All right, guys, let's get this guy back quickly because I do see a probably close to the 2-pounder. But that's a nice little fish. I casted right on top of him, and he ate it. Absolutely killed it. I saw probably a close to 2-pounder come up right in that grass over there when I caught that fish. But that's a nice little fish, number 3. Definitely a little bit more aggressive over on this side. Pretty much every single fish that I've actually seen up shallow has eaten the bait. I'm just not seeing too many fish up shallow. I will absolutely take that. Let's get on some bigger ones. It looks pretty juicy right here. And I can actually sort of... Oh my God, what? That fish was on it? What the heck? That fish must have been a few inches from the bank. And this is the one that gets hooked, the fish that I didn't even see. I didn't even set the hook at all on. And that's the one that gets hooked. That is insane. I just was saying that this spot looks pretty juicy. I can actually see in the water. And that dude must have followed it up in there. I don't know. The GoPro might have been able to pick it up. I'm not sure what the glare is like. But, I mean, that is a micro bass right there. That's absolutely tiny. But, I mean, he cranked it. Let's get him back. All right, just throw this little guy back. He absolutely destroyed it. Didn't even see him. I don't know how that is the one that gets hooked. I didn't even do any sort of hook set with that. Let's get him back. Tiny little guy. But he absolutely cranked that swim bait. I was just looking. There are a bunch of big bluegill right here. I think a few are maybe on a bed. And I was kind of casting kind of right where I saw him. And I looked away for a second. And that fish was just on it. That is a good cast right there. Oh my God, yep, I knew that was a good cast. Biggest one of the day. Not a giant, but he absolutely, oh no, that's a decent one. Cranked it. I knew that was a good cast. Oh my God, come on, get here, buddy. Okay, now just get up here. It's not a giant. It's probably just under 2. But I mean, look at how he cranked that bait. He wanted that. I knew that was a good cast. I casted right up next to that brush pile. I mean, he cranked it. He wanted that saucy swimmer. I mean, that is a chunky fish right there. Probably close to 2 pounds. Probably right around that 1 3/4 range. But did he crank that bait? I'm so glad this dude ate it right next to that tree. I knew there was going to be some fish right there. And I just was looking at my swim bait. And he just disappeared. Actually got a decent hook set on this guy. Let's get him back. Biggest one of the day. Cranked it. Let's go. All right, guys. Decent little fish there. He just cranked that swim bait. Saw my swim bait just disappear. And he was on it. Let's get this guy back here. There he goes. That's a decent little fish there. I cast it up by that tree. And I knew there had to be some fish. I don't know how far he followed it in from. But, I mean, my bait just absolutely was gone. He was fighting pretty hard. I thought he was a little bit bigger, maybe at least 2 pounds, but it was probably solid 1 3/4, pushing that 2 pound range with how chubby that fish was. Let's get back in there. Right by this tree is where that fish ate. Let's go. Oh my God. There's some good bass right there. Oh my God, he took it. He has it in his mouth, he's got it. Got him, there we go. Not a very big one, but he just cranked it. I saw 2 or 3 up shallow. I seen another one up shallow over there. I mean, that dude cranked it. There's another few bigger ones over there. I'm gonna get this guy back quickly, but that dude, look how he wanted that swim bait right there. All right, guys, not a bad one. Just a little mini guide, number 1 at the new pond, number 6 of the day. There he goes. I saw a few swimming up away from the bank, and my bait, I could see the bait getting like pushed around. Oh, there's 2 more right there. I could see the bait getting pushed around And then all of a sudden, I just saw the fish right there, had it in its mouth. There are a bunch of fish right in this corner though. Some bigger ones as well. Oh, one of them got it. He's got it. Got him, there we go. Cranked it, absolutely cranked it. There were so many fish over here, and I don't know what is with just the tiny guys in at least this pond. I got some bigger ones in that first one, but the tiny guys just being so aggressive. Absolutely cranked it. Really nice colors on that one as well. Could definitely tell that this clear water gets that nice lateral line, nice light bottom. Skin him back. All right, not a bad one. I mean, it is a pretty bad one. It's absolutely micro. Right at the edge of my vision, I saw that fish kind of cruising, and I casted right out there. And of course, he's gonna just crank that bait. Oh, he's definitely gonna eat it. He ate it. Oh my God, I'm gonna open my bail so he gets the whole bait in his mouth. He never had the whole bait. He's gotta have it now. No. Oh, wait, he might still have it. I do have him. No way. I opened my bail to make sure that he fully had it, and I never fully closed it. But he absolutely cranked it. It was just a little guy, and this fish is actually pretty cold for some reason, despite this water being pretty warm. But he absolutely just cranked it. He didn't have the full bait, he just had the end of it. Opened my bail. He was still on there. I mean, micro little guy, but I'll take it. Let's get him back. Total? There he goes. I'm not sure why that fish felt so cold. The water does feel kind of cold, which is really odd because the last couple of times I've been here, these fish have been all up shallow. This water has felt warm, and I mean, the water is not gonna cool down after actually that's a really good bass right there. It's not gonna cool down after a few cold days, but it does feel just a little bit colder than it has been for whatever reason. I noticed it with the first fish too, that they were both honestly kind of cold, but let's get back in there.